Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So you might just be a redneck if this year you're cutting the grass around the tractor that died last year. Anyway, so I'm out cutting the lawn and suddenly this thing stopped moving. It didn't, turn one way or the other or anything. It just stopped. So my guess is that it's a belt. I didn't look at it yesterday because it was hot as the dickens. I mean, quite honestly, you really couldn't get anywhere near it, especially with those mufflers hanging down. You just, even putting your face down there was real hot. So I'm going to go get a blanket, lie down, and we'll figure out what's wrong with it. My guess is it broke a belt, but we'll see. So, looks like, I don't know, did it break? No, the belt seems continuous. So it didn't break the belt. I don't know, could this... I don't know, maybe this stick got in just to the right spot and threw it off the pulleys. Well, let's see what it takes to get this back on. I see pulleys. I guess each one of these drives has a pulley, and it's got to go on the motor pulley, and there's probably some kind of tensioner pulley. I guess I'll fool around under there and see what I find. Not a lot of space. Unfortunately, these things don't roll if the engine isn't driving them. You got to kind of pick it up. I think if you drag them, you can kill these drive units, and I'm sure those drive units cost a lot of coin. So anyway, let me see if I can't fuss around, get that belt back on. So to get the belt back on, just a few things. If you're facing the back of the machine, this particular drive here is the hardest to put the belt on, so you're going to want to start there. But before you even start there, I took this spring off, let the tension off. Then I put the belt on the, if you're facing the back of the machine, left drive first, and then the right-hand drive, then on the motor. Then I pushed the idler against it, made sure everything's in the right place, and with vice grips on this, I pulled it and put it back on. By the way, that spring, I'm not quite sure it needs to be as strong as it is. I'm surprised the pulley jumped off with that little stick, but it did. Anyway, so I pulled it back on. It appears as if all is good. I'm going to fire this thing up and see if we can't make it cut some grass again. So here we go, the moment of truth. Well, seems to be alive. And it seems to be cutting. Well, I want to thank you guys for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. I hope this helps somebody get the belt back on their zero turn. To have a small engine mechanic even do something like a belt fix, I'm sure it'd be at least $100. They're not going to tell you that all it needed was the belt put back on and there's nothing to worry about. They'd probably sell you a new belt just in case the old one was about to fail, right? You're not going to want to pay for it twice. And the other thing is to help justify some of their labor. Anyway, once again, I want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and make sure you get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.